Hello and welcome. Now to our first story. African-focused telecom communications company TELECEL has indicated that it will re-engage the government over their takeover bid for Vodafone Ghana operations. Now, this was after the National Communications Authority refused to approve their bid. There is more in the following report. The National Communication Authority, in a statement, noted that it refused to approve the transfer due to some regulatory issues. Joy Business is learning that the bid was also not approved because there were issues about whether TELECEL has the financial muscle to undertake the transactions. Concerns were also raised about the technical capacity of the African-focused telecom operator TELECEL. Joy Business is also learning that the deal was not approved because Vodafone Ghana is yet to finalize payment of some regulatory fines to the National Communications Authority. But TELECEL, in a statement, maintained that it remains committed to re-engaging authorities after putting together the necessary clarifications on the concerns raised. TELECEL, however, in a statement, maintained that together with Vodafone Ghana, they have been engaging government authorities, including the Ministry of Communications, Bank of Ghana, and the National Communications Authority to finalize the regulatory requirement for transactions to be approved. TELECEL also added that the deal will be fully financed by the group and its partners, whilst the takeover does not include Vodafone Towers. The firm also disclosed that it plans investing some $500 million in Vodafone in its first 3 years of operations to expand operations across the country. TELECEL added that they are looking forward to engage the staff and customers who are important to the business. Now joining us via Zoom with more on this development is telecom analyst Fuad Chalabi. Hello, sir. Thank you so much for your time.
Hi, how are you doing?
Fine, thank you. Fine, thank you. What do you make of this deal that is Vodafone's takeover?
I always I had a previous interview as well, and I was mentioning is that like for me, first I support the NCA in a sense is that like with no disrespect to TELECEL, but definitely when somebody is taking over Vodafone, which is like everybody knows as a group is like one. In the #1 list in the world when it comes to the operation that they are running, and then the number of subscribers and the business they are doing. So if the news was like Vodafone buying TELECEL, we understand and we would have uploaded for that. But my question is that like first, why Vodafone is selling, and the second thing is why Airtel Tigo they have left. And then now having TELECEL is that like even TELECEL in the 90s, they were a powerhouse. But like TELECEL now, even if any person will go and Google and see where they operate and the number of subscribers they have, they will have a question mark about like how this is happening. But definitely as well, now technology is not about mobile operator. It has involved so many other things. And TELECEL Group, they are involved in more than mobile operator, as we know it. Just to shade some view about like even MTN now, they changed from being telecom operator to technology operator. So there is more than having. But the worries is always have been for the subscriber, and that what the subscriber of Vodafone as a company will be expecting. So this is the big question mark is that like, are we selling to a better company? Are we selling to a somebody who has operating in so many countries and have a number of subscribers that can sustain? So this is the big question when it comes to subscriber.
But do you think subscribers should be worried about this development?
I think in terms being worried, this is what the NCA role and the government to ensure is that like this operation is happening by securing, because at the end of the day, this is the investment that subscribers they have made in such operator. Because as we remember, in Ghana, this is not the first time that such a transaction take place.
Yeah.
We have seen Space Phone Ariba, MTN. We have seen a lot of Mobitel, Tigo. We have seen, and every time subscriber, they think that the one it's coming, it is gonna be better, and then like every time there is some disappointment. But the latest, like if you want to compare, is that like what Glow as a company has done before starting operation. So we would remember that when it comes to marketing and advertising, Glow all over Ghana, and then people expect when Glow will start operation, they will take over, and then everything will be really perfect. And we see the impact the Glow they have done. And this is a company that is doing work in Nigeria, which is just next door, and has been successful, and they were competing with the like of MTN. So this is why the size or maybe the name of TELECEL is not that familiar these days in the industry.
But let's come to the issues raised by the National Communications Authority on refusing to approve the deal. Is it justified?
I think is that like at first, like really I applaud that, because like normally you don't see a lot of this in the market, is that like the authority is refusing a deal. But at the same time, like what is the position of Vodafone? Like when I heard the news, I was wondering like why Vodafone is selling before why TELECEL is buying. I don't know to which extent Vodafone, the national security, are able to stop Vodafone from completing the deal, because like there is some kind of desperation, like I want to leave, is that like just let me go. So and we don't forget, like 2 years ago, Airtel Tigo, they did a similar move. Like we don't want. Is it the impact of MTN in the market? Is that like they are not able to make money? Is it like they see that there is not worth our investment, even if we want to invest more, we will not get the yield that we are expecting? So these are in terms of a business, but at the same time, we should see like what is the intention of TELECEL. Like how come now TELECEL are seeing something nobody have seen in the market?
But does TELECEL have what it takes to play in the Ghanaian market?
I don't think anybody with no. I'm not trying to downgrade TELECEL. The dominance of MTN in the market. This is what made, like when we are talking about 5 biggest company, we have 2 of them in the market here in Ghana. We have Vodafone, we have MTN. If anybody would have made a difference, it would have been Vodafone. Unfortunately, they didn't when they came, either because they didn't do the right investment, either they didn't do the right investment at the right time. You know, sometimes the success of one company is because of the incompetence of the others. And sometimes we give a lot of credit for MTN. It is not just that. Because they didn't compete at the right time with the right level of investment, this is what happened in the market.
All right, Mr. Faud Shalabi is a telecom analyst. Thank you so much, sir, for your time. Let's take a